ここは翼の領空。何時のな。それは守護者にして火を。ホグルス・ガルディナス。
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the best magic users in anime. To be clear, they can be witches, wizards, or mages, they just have to use magic. And we won't necessarily be ranking them based on raw power. Number 20, Rain. Mashle, Magic and Muscles. This anime may be all about a musclehead with superhuman strength attending a magic school, but there are plenty of great wizards in attendance as well. Our pick goes to Eastern Academy's resident divine visionary, Rain. Rain's magic, partisan, materializes and manipulates swords, which he can use to devastating effect. He's also able to summon the power of the god Ares to increase his magic's power to even more absurd levels. While stoic and serious, Rain does care for his brother and friends, even if he doesn't always show it. Oh, and he's seriously into bunnies. Number 19, Shirka, Berserk. Despite his reputation, Guts doesn't adventure alone. The Black Swordsman also forms a party which includes Shirka, a powerful witch apprentice. Her magic ranges from calling on elements to golem creation to thought manipulation. Perhaps most crucially of all, Shirka is the only person able to snap Guts out of his trance while wearing the Berserker armor. Although she has a crush on Guts, and honestly, who doesn't? His eyes are firmly on Casca. Shirka is certainly an invaluable member of his party and a fantastic character. Number 18, Wizardmon, Digimon Adventure. Unless they're villains or attached to the Digidestined, Digimon side characters tend to be forgettable, but everyone remembers Wizardmon.
As a matter of fact, Thunderbolt.
A longtime friend of Gatomon, or Tailmon if you prefer, Wizardmon can cast spell attacks like any magic user. His wizard meets scarecrow design is certainly memorable, but it's his devotion to Gatomon that made him legendary. In repayment for saving his life, Wizardmon helps her unite with her Digidestined child, Kari, but his ultimate act of heroism is saving their lives at the cost of his own. Rest in peace, Wizardmon.
I don't have any regrets. If I hadn't met you, my life would have had no meaning. I'm glad that you and I were friends.
Number 17, Shiro, Log Horizon. Getting trapped in a game isn't all bad. The series protagonist gets to be a magic caster.
僕がブラックリストに入れた人たちはこのギルド会館を使用できなくなるということです。
Shiro's classes include Enchanter and Scribe. The former is purely a supporting class, with his spells truly shining only when supporting a party of others. Meanwhile, Scribe's abilities are mostly centered around paperwork, but Shiro's ability to create new items and alter the framework of the world he and the others find themselves in proves priceless. Shiro may have a reputation as a villain, and while all the times he adjusts his glasses doesn't help that impression, he's not a bad guy, he's just not sociable. However, his time stuck in the game forces Shiro to take on a leadership role, and he proves quite good at it. Number 16, Merlin, The Seven Deadly Sins.
さあ実会そなたらはこれから私のモルモットになるのだ
She may share her name with the Arthurian figure of legend, but besides a relationship with Arthur, this Merlin is very different. While she is usually mysterious and aloof, Merlin cares deeply for her friends. A member of the titular Seven Deadly Sins, Merlin, like the rest of the group, has her own brand of magic. However, she specializes in magic casting, and her own innate magic, Infinity, makes her basically broken.
インフィニティ、それが私の持つ魔力だ。
With it, she can make all her spells last forever, and considering the wide variety she knows, that makes Merlin the greatest mage in Britannia, and certainly among the strongest on our list. Number 15, Dark Schneider. Bastard, heavy metal dark fantasy. The villainous protagonist of Bastard, Dark Schneider is an ancient and powerful sorcerer. Revived within the body of a teenage boy, Dark Schneider is called upon to defend the very kingdoms he once attacked during his first life. Not only does he know each and every metal music themed spell in the book, but he is also considered incomparably handsome and possesses nearly limitless riz, with nearly every woman he meets eager to jump his bones, despite his bad attitude. Hilariously self-important and reluctantly heroic, Dark Schneider can overcome nearly any challenge, and yes, you have to say his full name every time. Number 14, Tatsuya Shiba, the irregular at Magic High School.
ここはエイドステート。バックアップよりリード。修復開始。完了。
The eponymous anomaly at this magic high school, Tatsuya is unskilled at most of what his world considers traditional magic. However, Tatsuya is obscenely good at basically everything else he tries, as he continuously illustrates to his doubters. The stoic student is skilled in hand-to-hand combat, creating magical weapons, and various feats of superhuman strength and speed. And sure, he may be as emotive as a plank of wood, but maybe having a winning personality is overrated when you can defeat basically anyone in combat and still pull plenty of ladies. Number 13, Lena Inverse. Slayers. She may be a teenager, but Lena Inverse already has a reputation as being one of the strongest sorceresses alive. A self-proclaimed magical genius, Lena knows or has created a wide variety of spells of different types, some of which are apocalyptically powerful. While her reputation is that of a menace to society, Lena is just a little overzealous in her pursuit of treasure and destroying bandits and other ne'er-do-wells. So there ends up being a lot of collateral damage. Headstrong, short-tempered, and nearly fearless, Lena is both a fantastic sorceress and an incredible heroine.
I am the Lord of Nightmares.
Number 12, Yuno, Black Clover. The childhood friend and rival of series protagonist Asta, Yuno shares his magicless friend's ambition to become the Wizard King, yet he has the magic to back it up. Specializing in wind magic, Yuno possesses incredible power, which is augmented by his spirit familiar, Sylph. Yuno typically overwhelms his foes, often while airborne. He may have a deadpan personality and be far quieter than his boisterous bestie, but Yuno is no less devoted to his friends or determined in battle, particularly when they're fighting together. If Asta doesn't end up becoming Wizard King, Yuno has a real shot at the title. Number 11, Marcial, Delicious in Dungeon. The elf mage of the party of heroes the series follows, Marcial is simultaneously the voice of reason and the most outlandish comedic member of the group. While Leos and company are either excited or blasé about eating monsters to survive, Mashle finds the idea gross, which often leads to her stressing out about the various situations they find themselves in. Her many adorable expressions are a major highlight throughout, but she's not just comedic relief. Mashle is an experienced mage, skilled in healing, combat, and ancient black magic. She's a major asset to her group's dungeon exploration / culinary tour, even if Mashle would prefer to eat normal food.
やめろ、さらっとやばそうな魔術を探すのは。お前のブラックマジックジョークは笑えないんだよ。
Number 10, Natsu Dragneel, Fairy Tail franchise. The hot-blooded protagonist of Fairy Tail and a prominent member of the titular magic guild, Natsu specializes in fire dragon slayer magic. In addition to being effective against even dragons, his magic burns as hot as his reckless attitude, and is responsible for defeating some of the most powerful foes in the series. Natsu is straightforward, simple-minded, and unfailingly loyal to his friends. Although his reckless attitude and frequent inability to recognize personal space sometimes gets him into trouble, there's no doubting that Natsu's heart is always in the right place. In many ways, Natsu acts as the heart of his guild, rough but well-intentioned. Number 9, Tosaka Rin, Fate Stay Night franchise. One of the 3 main heroines of the Fate Stay Night franchise, Rin is arguably the most popular, among the mages at least. Heir to the Tosaka family, and a master in the 5th Holy Grail War, Rin is an exceptional mage capable of wielding a wide variety of magic.
あなたみたいな三流魔術師に一流である私が負けるはずないんだもの。
She specializes in storing her mana in objects, which lets her bypass limits on her outputs. Her partnership with Archer really brings out the best of her abilities. Her haughty yet sweet attitude and romance with Shiro in the Unlimited Bladeworks version of events have helped earn Rin a devoted following. Who doesn't love a tsundere after all? Number 8, Ainz Orgone, Overlord. A gamer transported into a new world in the body of his avatar, Ainz Orgone faces plenty of headaches in his new life, but none of them are from being too weak. The Undead Overlord has access to a truly ridiculous number of spells, which include everything from stopping time to instant death for thousands. The only thing more powerful than Ainz's magic is perhaps his luck, since he's frequently able to accidentally stumble his way into looking like an all-knowing mastermind in front of his far eviler subordinates. Exactly as planned.
Delay magic. True desu.
Number 7, Howl, Howl's Moving Castle.
Now, straighten your legs and start walking.
The Howl in Howl's Moving Castle does indeed possess a castle that moves. However, there's more to his magical abilities than that. The secretive and elusive wizard can influence the minds of others, as well as fly or walk on air. He can change not only his hair color, but also his whole body into a bird-like creature, though the latter is more of a curse. While Howl appears flighty and mercurial at times, he's ultimately a good man and becomes a better one as he falls for Sophie, and she assists in freeing him from his curse, and she from hers.
We can't just let them fly off with all those bombs.
Number 6, Rimuru Tempest. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. He may have gotten reincarnated as one of the weakest monsters, but you'd be a fool to underestimate Rimuru. Blessed with the ability to copy the skills and powers of monsters he's eaten and his own built-in Siri, Rimuru quickly rises to become one of his world's demon lords and a powerful magic caster in his own right.
お前が飢えるものなら俺は食らうものだ。
Not only does he have access to a plethora of copied abilities, but Rimuru's Great Sage lets him combine and develop new magic on the fly, including mass teleportation and killing entire armies. Rimuru may just want to hang out and make life better for his nation of monsters, but anyone who messes with them will have him to answer to.
神の怒りに焼き貫かれてメギド
Number 5. Rudius, Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. There's something about being reincarnated into a fantasy world that just makes for a great wizarding ability. Such is the case with Rudius Greyrat, whose previous life not only lets him get a jump on his magical education, but it also inspires him to create magical attacks no one in his new world has ever even thought up. Being trained by his beast of a dad to become great at traditional combat, and having a demon eye that can see into the future doesn't hurt either.
次は右から剣。よし。
And sure, Rudy can be a bit of a horn dog, but we still can't help rooting for him. Number 4. Pop, Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai. The best friend and right-hand man of the titular Dai, Pop sticks by his buddy's side throughout their adventure to defeat the Demon King. Although he's initially cowardly and prone to running from danger, Pop's courage grows over the course of their journey, along with his magical abilities. In addition to a strong foundation in offensive skills, Pop even masters difficult magic, like the icy and fiery Meteoroa, as well as healing magic. We always love to see an underdog rise to the occasion, and Pop really pops off during this modern classic anime. Number 3. Megumin, Konosuba, God's blessing on this wonderful world. The cutest of anime edgelords, Megumin is the resident arch-wizard of the party Konosuba follows.
これが人類最大の威力の攻撃手段。これこそが究極の攻撃魔法。エクセプローション。
She claims to be the strongest of wizards, and she does know the most obscenely powerful nuke-level spell, Explosion. Unfortunately, it's the only magic Megumin knows, and using it once basically makes her useless the rest of the day. Despite how ridiculous she is, Megumin is one of the more level-headed members of the party, and her burgeoning relationship with Kazuma is not only hilarious, but also kind of adorable. With how entertaining she is to watch, it's no wonder she got her own prequel spin-off. Number 2. Gojo, Jujutsu Kaisen. The undisputed goat of modern-day Jujutsu sorcerers, Gojo is just built different. The blindfold-sporting sorcerer can create powerful energy blasts, heal himself, attract and repel things, and his domain expansion overloads anyone with sensory input, in much the same way as his gorgeous eyes do.
無料空所
He's nigh untouchable, and we mean that literally too. The Jujutsu High teacher is as irreverent as he is powerful, never missing an opportunity to prank or joke around with his students or fellow adults. He alone may be the honored one, but he doesn't quite make our number one.
天上天下唯我独尊
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Frieren. Frieren Beyond Journey's End.
アウラ、お前の前にいるのは1000年以上生きた魔法使いだ。
The elf mage that gives this series its name, Frieren claims to be somewhat interested in magic. The 1,000-year-old mage has a gift for understatement. Although there are a few mages, mostly demons, more powerful than her, few of them have Frieren's dedication or passion for magic. Her incredible knowledge of spells lets her easily analyze and dispel even some of the most complex magic. While she's often underestimated due to the fact that she suppresses her mana, Frieren is enormously powerful. She may appear stoic on the surface, but she has many facets to her personality. The depth of her character and the breadth of her knowledge and power help make Frieren the best mage in anime.
好きだらけです。
Is there a wizard anime magician we forgot? Cast your favorites in those comments below.
うまく受け身を取れ。
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.